market really works.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. It's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. There's a lot of noise out there in the financial world. Bank failures, interest rates, bonds versus stocks. It's a lot. That's why it's important to find a voice of reason that can guide you through these volatile times. Phil Grande and philsgang.com is where you can find honest, helpful guidance to successful investing.
Get the knowledge and understand how the market really works.
And for a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grande.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grande at philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
The stock market may continue to go up despite some of the concerns that the worst is yet to come.
You know, most people don't get what's going on. I've been telling my gang since October, we're going to have one last rally. And then November and December, you always get a rally because they manipulate the market, the CEOs, so they get their big fat bonuses. The other day I said we're going to get a little bit of a pullback the first couple of weeks of December because they're going to do some fancy footwork on taxes. So you're going to see the market pull back a little bit, maybe 2%, 3%. And we saw that. Then I said it's going to rally again, and it's rallying again. But between now and January, the market just melts up. I always tell people, if you really want to make money in the stock market, the best place to make money, if all you did every November, you just got into the spiders until to New Year's, you'd always make money. I've never seen a market not go up during that time period, November, December. But, you know, now they're trying to convince us, take parking space in our head over this November, so everything's okay again. I never heard such nonsense. Everything's okay again? What do you mean? They're saying we're entering a Goldilocks-like economy, a soft landing. It's Goldilocks. That we won the battle against inflation. What? And now it's time to back up the truck before the next rally. Start buying on the dip, they tell everybody now. What are you, nuts? Not to worry. That inflation-adjusted weekly wages in nearly, 22 consecutive months we've had that? I mean, don't worry about that. I mean, even during the Great Recession, there was only 15. So now 22's topped up. Don't worry about the 22. Don't worry about it. Don't worry that the Conference Board, the 10 key economic indicators are all negative. Don't worry about it. Everything's great. Don't worry about it. We're going to go back. We're going to have rate cuts soon. Yeah, January they think they're going to have rate cuts. This is wonderful. What a resilient stock market. But it's not. You got to understand what's going on. You know, I was reading some stuff about Obamacare and how true. Obamacare screwed everything up to begin with, right? But when you take what Obama did when he came to office, combine it with what Biden is doing, I mean, it's amazing. They're both the same. They screwed everything up. It's amazing. I'll get into that in a moment. But first, if everything's so great, then why is the Conference Board telling us that there's 10 key indicators that are all negative? Why is the household wealth in the third quarter fell by $151 trillion if everything's okay? And worse, the decline was driven by your 401ks. You lost $1.7 trillion in your 401ks when things are okay. I mean, it's amazing. Things are okay. Everything's resilient. I'm so sick of hearing about resilient.
The stock market is feeling pretty good because economic data has been pretty resilient thus far.
No, it hasn't. What do you mean economic data has been resilient? You mean when factory orders are suffering the biggest drops in 3.5 years? When manufacturing is now down for 13 consecutive months, the longest drop since 2008? That's okay. Everything's fine. That's good news. Funny what good news is with these people. Are you kidding? And under Biden and his nomics, we're experiencing the largest economic downturn since the recession. We're in a downturn. Unbelievable. National debt going nuts. You imagine every 90 days we're adding another $1 trillion to our debt, and we produce nothing. We don't produce anything. $1 trillion. That's why you have to laugh about when you go look at the money supply and you see the amount of money supply that the increased Biden and his crew,
And there's so much money sloshing around that the economy just can't absorb any of it. Because, see, they're not growing anything. You can't have all this money sloshing around and then say, okay, we're going to put restrictions on everything. We're going to increase taxes. We're going to increase regulations. We're going to, and the worst, we're going to tighten the banks. They're not going to loan anymore. Well, what do you do with all that money? I mean, gobs of money. I can't believe what this guy did. And when you have all that money sitting there, and you don't have productivity. I mean, think of what he did. What he did when he came into office, it was just insane. He turns around, and remember, they shut everything down, and then he goes and he takes about $2 trillion, and he hands it out to everybody so they don't go to work. Are you kidding? So they stay home. Now, all of a sudden, you got all these people with money, and we have consumer demand going crazy. People want to buy stuff, but there's nobody at the factory making stuff. So you got this demand, but we're not producing anything. That's how inflation went up. Besides, of course, when Biden turned around and made sure we weren't energy independent anymore. But think about it. People had 30, they went from 8% in savings to 30%. And they're trying to spend their money. The demand was terrific, but nobody was working. So prices went up. He created this. This idiot created this. Unbelievable. By telling people to stay home. I'll give you all kinds of checks. Here, take this check, take that check. You don't pay your student loan anymore. Oh, don't worry about your house payment. Moratorium on that too. I mean, he put us in this position. Unbelievable. You got to be nuts. The money supply is killing us. And nobody wants to talk about it. The money supply is most important to monitor. Forget the job numbers. They're all fake. And forget the stupid inflation number. 2% target. 2% target. I told you yesterday. That's stupid. There's no 2%. That was all made up. I told you yesterday. A reporter, economic reporter in the 1980s in New Zealand. Somebody asked, "What do you think that our economies are great?" He just threw out, 2%. That was it. And so Greenspan picked that up, 2%. So you know what? If I can convince everybody that's our target, 2%, then I can keep giving breaks to Wall Street. I can keep reducing interest rates. I can keep accommodating Wall Street. I use that 2%. That's what he did. That's phony too. The thing that's not phony is money supply and productivity. That's what I look at. And yields. Forget looking at jobs. What the hell? How do you look at them anymore? When there's a big increase in money supply, and then you tell people to go home and not to work, not to produce, and all that money sloshing around, what do you think is going to happen? Exactly what's happening to us now. You're going to have one hell of a crash.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. As the new year approaches, make a resolution to challenge yourself to become the best investor you can be. Phil Grande can take your trading to a whole new level. Innovative stock market investing tools and the experience of over 50 years combined to give you the edge in controlling your financial future. As a Phil's Gang member, you're taught the essential strategies of investing using stock charts, training videos, and seminars. It's information Wall Street doesn't want you to know. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hey folks, Phil Grande from Phil's Gang Radio Show. Are you going to let Wall Street control your financial freedom? Are you nuts? Learn what Wall Street doesn't want you to know, especially how to profit in a stock market crash. I'm offering a 10-day free trial to our Working Investor Program. No nonsense, just actionable insights. Don't miss out. Sign up to be a Phil's Gang member and secure your financial freedom. Visit www.philsgang.com today.
That's philsgang.com. philsgang.com. You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right. Follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grande.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
Phil's Gang wishes you and your family happiness, joy, and financial security, working together to make 2024 another successful year at philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
It's amazing how many people lost money in 401ks, yet they'll stay right with them. And when this market crashes and they keep losing money, they'll just keep doing the same thing they do every time. Call their broker. What should I do? What should I do? And they'll hold their hand through it. But at the end of the day, they're going to lose a lot of money. They're going to lose some money now. Because listen to the advice you get from these gangsters. Listen to this.
But earnings are about to hit an all-time record high, and I think
It's a
next
lot.
year's economy is going to get a big boost from productivity.
This is going to be the third consecutive year of essentially unchanged earnings.
Yeah, but what the other guy said,
But earnings are about to hit an all-time record high,
and he knows that's a lie when he's saying it, but that's his job. He represents people. He's got to tell them something good, keep their money in the market so he can get a nice Christmas present from his family, or he can buy Christmas presents. It's amazing. You know, when you can't trust the job numbers, the only job numbers I ever trust is from the Social Security office. I never trust a job number. I mean, how can you trust a job number when they use a system called death, birth, metric system? Death, birth, metric system. That's amazing. That was put in place by JFK's father and Greenspan, who was a young kid then. Death, birth, metric system. So what they do is they know how many jobs that they need to show. So if they want a lot of jobs, they create them. If there's going to be too much inflation, then they make sure they don't create too many. And I mean, you can't believe the job numbers at all. The only thing you can believe is money supply. Because see, money supply is so important because it can be monitored. It can't be manipulated either. Just like the bond market can't be manipulated. And when there is an increase in the money supply, there is an increase in consumer spending. So you know that. But if you have an idiot running the country and you put too much money supply in place and the economy's not growing enough and consumers aren't spending, then it chokes out everything. And then that's when prices keep going up. You got inflation, wages go down, and that's where we are today. It's crazy. So productivity is what you need. So you need productivity to keep up with the demand. So the problem we're facing today, we're paying. See, what people don't understand, when you think there's not going to be a crash, we got to pay for our biggest sin. The biggest sin was from 2008 to 2022. Low rates. You're going to pay for that. You can't get around that. You're going to pay for it through a big crash. Because see, it's all pent up. It's all the stocks went up on air. It was all phony. It's all phony. So that's why we work every day to try to get people to join our gang, to get them to understand how to short a stock. Hey, we buy stocks every day. We don't just short stocks. Look what we did. We bought, when the market was crashing from July to October, we shorted it. We made money on the way down. And here's the other thing. We got into bank stocks when nobody was buying them in October. We got into big tech stocks when nobody was buying in October. And I told my members, we got to buy this because they're going to rally this market. And they're going to rally it with those two. And the hedge funds didn't get in. They were afraid. They didn't think they were going up. We got in, and we did beautifully. Now the hedge funds are screwed. They're sitting there at the end of the year, not showing any profits for their customers. Now they're out there buying Coca-Cola and buying airlines and buying Nike. And guess what we did? We got into all those before they started to buy them. Because what do? We follow the footprint of money. We don't listen to what these idiots say. They're not going to tell you the truth anyways. This guy, what? You think he's telling you the truth?
The stock market is feeling pretty good because economic data has been pretty resilient.
No, how do we mean economic data is resilient? How do you have economic data that's resilient? What's a fireproof, you idiot? Unbelievable. So, remember, when there is an increase in supply of money, we know there's an increase in consumer spending. That's good. But the problem is, when you have demand, but you can't produce. And that's what Biden did. He stopped the production of everything. Because remember what he did? He increased the money supply. Incredible. Like never before. And then he turns around And he gives this money. He gives all this money out to the craziest stuff. I mean, he gave money if you want to go to a bar, you could get money. I mean, it's just, I had a list here. I'll get it for you as soon as I find it. But I was amazed at what money they were giving out. So what happened was, everybody was getting so much money, why go to work? So they stayed home. And then then everybody had all this money. They were buying stuff, but nobody was there to produce the stuff. There's the problem. So all of a sudden, prices keep going up. Prices keep going up because they're not producing anything. So what is there, what's been made, goes up in price. And we're dealing with that right now. But nobody talks about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's unbelievable. So that's where we're still dealing with the problem that he created. With with telling everybody go home, and I'll give you all this money. No reason for you to come back to work. And then we ended up, of course, behind the eight ball because we weren't producing anything. And then inflation went wild because prices went wild. And that's the simple answer. That's why we're going to have a hell of a crash, because we have never fixed that. We've never fixed it. And that's what's stupid. We should have fixed it. And we could have fixed it. But they didn't want to. Because they wanted the inflation. That's how the rich got richer, and the poor got poorer, and the middle class, there's no middle class left.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grande at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up, or why there's continued inflation, or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grande.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
I I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this. But it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grande.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grande and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grande has some sound reasons you should join Phil's gang.
You know, when I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches, oh Christmas tree.
From everyone at Phil's Gang, we wish you happiness and joy this holiday season. Join us at philsgang.com for a prosperous 2024. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. You're going to be told, start buying banks right now. No, it's too late. You had to buy the banks when we bought the banks. We started to buy banks in October. And then we started to add to that back in November 29th. If you start buying banks now, you're going to lose money. Don't listen to them. Okay, they're trying to get you to do anything to keep pushing this market to the end goal. And then this whole thing, they're going to pull the bids out and it's over. But I want to get back to an understanding of what's going on here and why we're going to have the biggest crash ever. It goes all the way back to when Obama became president. But let me just back up a little bit here. I've told you before that productivity is everything. Everything. That's how we became such a strong nation. We could produce steel. We could produce. When you produce, that's when you get a strong economy, strong wages, strong savings, strong investment. Families do well, as long as there's producing. So in 2020, when COVID hit, the money supply went from $350 billion a year to $17 trillion. But thank God, at that point, the economy was growing at 6.5%, so we could absorb it. So we didn't have all this liquidity sloshing around, so wages would go. So we didn't have to worry about wages going down and prices going through the roof. That happened under Biden in 2021. He comes into office, like I told you yesterday, in 2020. What does he do? Oh, let's see, if Trump put $17 trillion in, I'm going to put $15 trillion in. But we don't need the $15 trillion, you moron. He just left you with 6.5% growth. Why would you do that and screw things up? Well, I hate him. That's pretty much what his excuse was. But there was something else that was going on. Guess who was supporting him? How he got into office? Who was supporting him? the new progressive, the new Socialist Democrat Green Party. You know who that is. Bernie Sanders, Anita Dunn. She's a real communist, that one. Davis, Bowman, Cesar, AOC, her squad. Whatever they want, he does. Because that's how he gets in office. That's how he stays in office. He has their support. They're the young kids. They're the new Socialist Party, Democrat Party of this country. They believe that that has no relevance. You can borrow all the money you want. You can have all the debt you want. It's not going to do anything to the economy. It's how stupid they think. And they also believe you got to replace that productivity with just pure spending. See, they don't want productivity. They want spending. It's referred to, as I said yesterday, as called helicopter money. And when you have helicopter money, when you do that, you take care of helicopter money, you distribute helicopter money, you print all this money when you have zero rates. And that's what they did. Print, zero rates. A massive amount of money was printed, injected into the economy to be distributed among the public to expand socialist or social programs. You know what they are. American COVID Rescue Plan, Inflation Reduction Act, Omnibus Bill. These were terrible, terrible programs. They don't produce. They don't create wages. When you spend $3 million for an LGBTQ museum, or $200 million for the Gender Equality Study and Quality Action Fund, or $300 a week supplement check you give to people with no restrictions. They can go spend it all at a bar. If you're on minimum wage, what did Biden do? Gave you free health care insurance, free daycare. I mean, go on and on. Conservatives, on the other hand, they believe in productivity. They believe in when money should be used to increase productivity through business investment, equipment, machinery. For every dollar they borrow, they need to get $1.25 return. Because you're producing something. You're producing. So you're increasing jobs, you're increasing wages, you're increasing savings, and then that savings gets invested back into small businesses. Your standard of living goes up. See, the progressives don't feel that way. They get measured by how many more social programs do we put on. Bernie Sanders, that's all he cares. How many social programs are there? So when Obama took over from baby Bush, the country was on its back. Bush screwed everything up. Obama knew the prescription to cure what the sickness that baby Bush put the country in was new startup businesses. He's not a stupid kid. He knew that. He knew it was the fastest way to fix the economy. That was the prescription he needed. Because when you create small jobs, new businesses, you create jobs fast. But Obama's decision was, wait a minute, not to do that. I can't do that because his base would turn on him, not support him. And that's why he made a decision to go to social programs, exactly what his base wanted, to expand the social state. And it was a huge failure. The Obamacare was one of his biggest programs, social programs. It was a huge failure. It didn't work. It failed to live up to everything he said it was going to live up to. He said he promised members to reduce health care costs. That didn't happen. Increase access. That didn't happen. Improve health care quality. That didn't happen. And then the premiums went up. And access was decreased, not increased. And you lost your choice of insurer. Everything was the opposite he said. But he made the decision not to do what was right, to produce stuff. He decided to do what they wanted. Now, that's exactly what happened to Biden. When Biden gets into office, he did the same thing as Obama. He knew what to do. But instead, he said, oh, my God, my supporters, AOC, Bernie Sanders, all these socialist Democrats, I got to do what they say. And that's why we're in this trouble. So the trouble started with Obama, and we're going to pay for it. And if you don't think we are, with all that, and the only time they do this is they have to get interest rates down to zero. And then what does he do? Biden. He comes in, he gets all this money, and he gives out all these handouts to millions and millions of dollars At the same time, he starts creating moratoriums on student loans, everything else, mortgages, rent. So millions and millions of Americans received all these government handouts, these social programs. What Biden called, these are safety nets. No, they're not. They're handouts, you idiot. And all these health care subsidies. Now workers were making the same or more than their salary jobs while unemployed. That resulted in all these people choosing not to re-enter the workforce. So now what's going on? There's 30% increase in money, savings. People want to spend it, but there's no jobs. I mean, there's no workers to produce. They can produce it. So prices went up and up and up. So think about it. Obama and then Biden, they both did the same thing. They did all these supplemental unemployment benefits, food stamps. They expand that, the child tax credits, millions of things they did that amount to over $120,000 a year per person. Are you kidding? So now, what people don't understand why we're going to have a crash, that's still sitting in our system. We didn't get it out of there. We haven't produced anything since Obama. And Trump, we're trying to produce, but he's in office, 4 years? They didn't give him a chance. So that is why we're going to have a crash. Because we got so much money supply, the banks stopped lending. We can't sop it up there. I mean, at least if the banks lend, we could take a lot of that money supply out. But nobody's talking about it. So here's what we're doing at Phil's Gang. We're making our trades. Okay, look what we did. We traded long all the bank stocks. We traded long all the tech stocks. We shorted the oil stocks. Then we bought the oil stocks. And that's what you got to do. You got to follow the footprint of the money. Then do I buy the stock or do I sell the stock short? That's what you focus on. If you're going to try to listen to what they're telling you on TV, what to do, you're going to go broke. And that's what's happened to the 401ks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you start making money, please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color code chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grande.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
From everyone at Phil's Gang, we wish you happiness and joy this holiday season. Join us at philsgang.com for a prosperous 2024. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. But even though we know what's going on and what's going to take the market down, if you didn't know any of that and you were with us, if you didn't know a thing about the market and you just followed what we said to do, give you an example. When the hedge funds wouldn't enter Microsoft, JP Morgan, they went into Apple or Goldman Sachs, they waited, they sat on their butts. We entered it. And Microsoft up 14%. We had Apple up 16, Nvidia 19. At the same time, we had the banks up 16, up 17. The builders, XHB, were up 24%. But then we started to short the oils. So oils are going down, so we shorted oils, 12%, 11%. And then we knew they were going to switch, the hedge funds were going to run towards what we call the garbage stocks. They're going to go to what we call garbage stocks, cyclicals, consumers, leisure, like, for example, CCL, the cruise line, okay? And CCL, we got in early. I think we got in CCL around $11, something like that. And now it's $17. And then we had let's see, I'm gonna make sure I got it at the right point. I'm sorry, we got it at $14. It's 17 now. 14, 17, 20%. So we picked up 20% on buying the cruise line. But we also bought Coke. And we got in Coke at around 56, and now it's 59. And that's 5%. We got into McDonald's. Why did we do this? Because we knew where these guys were going to go. Because we follow the footprint of money. See, if you listen to this garbage here, like this, if you listen to this, you think you're going to make money?
I think the economy is proven to be resilient. I didn't buy the idea that it's going to fall into recession. It's been more of a rolling recession. I think
you're not going to make money listening to him. You got to follow the footprint of the money. It's the money that makes stocks go up. Money makes the stocks go down. That's what we did. But you got to be ahead of it. Like, for example, we knew they were going to go. We knew the hedge funds were going to go into Hyatt, for example, or Nike. There it is, Nike. So we bought Nike. We got into Nike. I think it was around, I don't know, $100. It's now 119. So the point, 19. So it doesn't matter what the percentages are. My point is, we're always ahead of them. And because remember, the stock market's forward-looking. And how do you work that to your advantage? You follow the money. Because, like, for example, right now, nobody's buying oil, and everybody's upset with gold. Well, we're going to make a lot of money on both of those, because both are going to go up. So what you got to do is you got to let the pattern come to you. You sit there, you put a position on, don't put a lot of money on, of course, and you wait. And all of a sudden the footprint will start turning. Because it's forward looking, the footprint will show up first before anybody else starts buying. Then you start buying, you get in early. And then when all of a sudden everybody starts covering their short position, the thing goes straight up. That's how you trade. That's how you invest. Everything is follow the footprint of the money. The money will, there's no BS, there's no storytelling, it's really simple. You're just like a tracker, okay? You're out in the woods, you're tracking an animal, okay? It's the same thing, you're just tracking. And the more experience you get at tracking, the better you get at it. The same thing with stocks. You're just tracking. And the thing is to stay with few groups. There's 11 groups in the market. Don't go with 11. Every time they hear some dope on CNBC or Fox Business or Bloomberg's, they say something, they write it down, and they go buy it. Oh my God. Well, guys like us, we already bought it 6 weeks ago. Now when you go to buy it, we'll sell you ours. And then you'll say, every time I get in, it goes down. I don't get it. Every time I get in, it goes down. Then when I get out, it goes right back up. I don't get it. Because you're not tracking the money. You're tracking the BS. You're like Kramer. When you track Kramer, put a nose clip on your nose. Okay? Because you're tracking pure crap. I don't know the last time this guy's made money. I mean, every time he comes out and he recommends a stock, the thing blows up. Because why? Because he's always trying to convince you the fundamentals. He always knows the CEO. He always knows what the company's going to do next. Like, come on, give me a break. It doesn't work like that. So all you have to remember right now is that this market, if you're smart, you're going to start tracking gold with us right now. I'm talking about the miners, not the physical gold. You're going to start tracking gold. Oh, well, Phil, gold's going down. Good. Then that means we can get in a little cheaper. Because gold's only got one place to go, is up. Because of what Obama did and what Biden did. As a matter of fact, go back to Baby Bush, what he did, and combine that with Obama. They could have fixed it together because he was running for president. He's going to be the next president. They both could have fixed that. No, they didn't want to fix it because Biden was afraid Obama was afraid he was going to lose his, his socialist, young kids. All these kids that come out of college today, they're all socialists, right? So like Christmas and Thanksgiving, when my grandkids come home from college, I have to grill them before I let them in the house. See what they're thinking. God, who knows what they're thinking? It's unbelievable. Look, and investing can be fun, but you can't let it get out of control. If you there's 11 sectors in the market, pick 3, and then scope it down to about 6 stocks, 6 best stocks. Like if you want 2 groups, 3 groups, that's all you need. If you had the best tech stock, the best bank stock, the best oil stock, what more do you need? If you just did those 3, best tech stocks, the best, and add the semiconductors, best semiconductor like NVIDIA, and the best oil. And as long as you can sell short, make money with it going down, and make money going, you don't need many stocks. And then you sit back and then you watch those stocks every day. And then when this footprint shows up and our chart is color coded, it'll tell you. It'll turn red. And then all of a sudden, bang, it turns green. Sometimes it'll stay red and it'll turn yellow. It's tell you that new money's starting to come in. New money's starting to come in. And you wait, and then when it turns green, you buy. You just got to manage it. It's not hard. It's just boring. Because boring makes money in this business. If you're bored, you're going to make a lot of money. If you have just 6 stocks and a few bonus stocks, other bonuses, that's all you stay. That's your world for a whole year. We have members that make a lot of money. They're just in the spiders. Here, take the spiders. We got gang members in the spiders. We got them in twice here now. We got them in the first time in spiders. And I always tell everybody, you want to make money in this business every holiday, before Thanksgiving and before Christmas, just buy the spiders and you always make money, because the market always melts its way up because they're going to year end. So the spiders, we got the spiders around $414, and now it's $463. It's a nice little return, 12%. Then we got other people in the spiders a little later at $440, and now it's $463. That's 5%, but that's with hardly any risk at all. You're in the spiders, for God's sakes, the 500 best companies. And if you do that every time during a holiday, they always go up. What they do is they melt up. And then what happens, because there's very few shorts around. People who short, like me, very few of them around the holidays. They're all gone on vacation. The big hedge guys, they're gone. So the stocks only have one place to go, up. And then they manipulate the stocks, the CEOs, because, again, they're trying to make money on bonuses and so forth. So you always make money on the holidays. So why don't you just join our gang and just go to my site, philsgang.com, click where it says Get Started. It's 10 days free. And at the end of 10 days, listen, it's too much work, then just do the spiders. That's all. We have plenty of people doing that. And it's fun. Once you know what you're doing, it's fun. It's fun to make money. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grande, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.